Huzzah everybody, welcome to an Update 22 highlight video. Yes, Update 22 is now officially out, and I'm probably just going to put this over some looping footage in the background of Update 22, probably the trailer, I don't fucking care. But Update 22 has brought out some stuff that some people are, yay, some people are, and some people are like, what the fuck have you done, Bethesda? So, let's cover some stuff, but before that, I will not be covering builds, okay? I don't do builds, I don't know builds, I've never been fascinated by builds whatsoever. However, there is a video out right now by Tia that is 33 minutes long where he covers all of his bloodied builds that have been nerfed post-patch, okay? So, if you have a build that is, you know, bloodied and one of the bloodied builds, he probably covers it in his video. Go check it out. I have no need to watch it, for I am not a bloodied build, though I will link it in the description. Definitely go check that out if you are one of the bloodied builds. However, we have stuff to talk about. The three main areas, I think, are One Wasteland, Daily Ops, and the Legendary perks. And I really like the Legendary perks, and I really like One Wasteland. Daily Ops, I'm a little bit meh on at the minute. But One Wasteland, if you are not familiar, if you are fresh out of the vault, you're level 2, fresh out of the vault, you're rubbing your bright eyes because you've just walked out of this vault after 10 years, 20 years, whatever, and you're looking out and you're like, oh, and then earlier in the game you realise, damn, I'm going to be capped to the forest region because I'm only this low level. Not anymore, ladies and gentlemen. You can explore the entirety of the map at that level. It is cool. I love One Wasteland. It has now basically removed level caps from regions and just made it so the entire map is one level for you. So, if you are a level 2 and you're in a group with someone who's a level 50 and someone in a group who's level 300, and you all come across the same enemy at once, that enemy will be your level, okay? So for you, it'll be a level 2. For them, it'll be a level 50 or level 300, okay? It's really cool. I like it. However, and I do need to talk to Tia and Ratty about this. So Tia, Ratty, if you're watching, I'll DM you or you comment down below or something like that, but if we took a really low level character that had a really good build. So let's say someone level 20 had spec'd themselves out to be able to do insta-kill. Probably not now that the nerfs have gone live, but say we managed to find that and we took them all the way to do the Scorched Beast Queen event, and then everybody at that Scorched Beast Queen event, right, got a shot on the Scorched Beast Queen, and then we basically let the guy who can insta-kill the queen, would that work? That's something that I don't know, because it could bring a whole new level of speed running and a little bit of exploitation to the game that way. So, I don't know. I would love to sit down and talk to you guys about that. If you are worried about that possibly happening, let me know in the comments down below, but that's an interesting one that I want to find out if that happens. Because One Wasteland might have just brought in a new way of speed running the game. Well, the Queen and other bosses like the Wendigo Colossus. So, that one's going to be interesting. Now, another one that I like, that I also don't like, is Daily Ops. If you're not familiar with Daily Ops, this is a new thing that's been brought in, where you have to be, I think it's level 15 plus, or it's recommended for characters who are level 50 plus, and I don't know how I feel about them. Okay, so on the stream yesterday, I did 2. I won 1, I couldn't actually do the second one. So the first one I did was in the Valley Galleria. I was up against the Blood Eagles, and I barely scraped through alive, okay? I didn't even complete the thing in the allotted amount of time that it says for, you know, the least amount of time that you could do it in, which was 18 minutes. I did it in like 20 minutes, I think, as a solo player, with the ability to barely do any damage, running out of ammo really fast, and just being utterly butt-slapped through the entire thing. So, with the Daily Ops, there's some new stuff that comes to it. So, there are 3 different types of enemy factions. There are Super Mutants, Blood Eagles, and Robots. These are the kind of 3 that you'll be fighting. And they each have a mutation. Now, they all have... This is for the Uplink Daily Op, which is the only one currently in the game. They all have the mutation Piercing Gaze. And that mutation allows them to basically see you. They have enhanced perception. So if you're sneaking, they have a better chance of discovering you. Even if you're a sneak build, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to sniff out your little booty cheeks 3 seconds flat. And that's okay. I like that. What I don't like is things like Resilient, where enemies can only be killed by melee attacks. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't damage them to low health with guns, right? I had to do that. That was the only way I could do it. But when I'm up against robots, and I have to keep my distance because I'm using the only weapon that I can actually do decent damage with, which is my explosive Gatling plasma, and so I have to keep my distance so I don't kill myself with that. And then when they're on low health, I have to sprint at them to hit them, and there's 5 Mr. Gutses each piling 556 into my booty hole. I can't do that. And there are other people who can't do it as well. Like Gemini Games said to me that her unstoppable monster now barely does damage, so she can't do it. She got like cornered and killed 8 times. She can't do it. I can't do it. There are people who probably had builds that were spec'd out to doing daily ops or like were really good for daily ops. They can't do them now. And there are people who like it because it's good, you know, it's a bit of fun. There are people who don't like it. I'm kind of on the fence, okay? I think the best way to do it is have a team, and each person on the team have a specific role. It now reminds me of like playing an MMO, okay? So you've got a healer, a tank, a damage dealer, and a buff kind of person, right? I think that is how you've got to go into it. You all can't be damage dealers because some of you have to be like melee. Well, in fact, you probably could. Some of you have to be melee dealers to get in for that resilient one. But I don't know how I feel about that. The one that I do like and I do look forward to is Volatile, which is enemies will explode on death. That sounds like a lot of fun. I had the active camouflage, the first one I did, like I said, which is they will be cloaked when not attacking. And the other one is Freezing Touch, which is enemies' attacks will freeze players. So basically, if you're going against a ranged person, have fun trying to get close because they're just going to shoot you and keep freezing you in place. Now, the good thing about daily ops is your weapons and armor degrade by 50%. So every time you use it, it degrades 50% slower, which is cool. Okay, I like that. It means that you're not having to spam out a bunch of stuff. They have said in this, and I'm just going to quote it directly because it probably makes more sense if I do that. Like the event A Colossal Problem, creatures in daily operations will drop ammo based on the weapons you're using when you take them down. This will help keep your ammo reserves topped off through lots of combat. This is true and also not true. I was using, the first time around, I was using a 556, okay? So every enemy I killed dropped 556 until I ran out of ammo, and then I had to swap to a shotgun and they started dropping that. Second time around, I was using ultrasight plasma cores. They don't drop ultrasight plasma cores, they just give you random stuff for ultrasight. So you no longer get ultrasight if you're doing this. Well, I didn't get any ultrasight plasma cores. There are people that are probably going to test this out and might get some ultrasight stuff, but I really doubt it. So when I was doing it, all the enemies dropped things like 308, .38, all this other kind of stuff that, you know, I don't really need. So I didn't recoup my ammo from using the ultrasight plasma cores, which I guess is okay. It means people can't just go in there, farm a bunch of, kill enemies, farm a bunch of ultrasight ammo, and then leave, because you can't just leave and do it. Now, the daily ops are repeatable, which is okay. However, there are 3 additional reward tiers that you can reach once per day by completing a daily op. Basically, each time a day, if you do the daily op and you manage to shave off time, you can only do these once a day. So initial tier, or the initiate tier, is level 16. I didn't even reach that. I got 18 minutes on mine. Then you've got Paladin tier, which is 12 minutes or less, and then you've got Elder tier, which is 8 minutes or less. And of course, the higher you achieve in this, the better chance you have of getting things like larger XP amounts, in-game currencies, legendary items, and even brand new items like the Warglaive, which is a customizable two-handed melee weapon, which sounds pretty interesting for those melee builds. And the cool thing as well that I did like is, for those people who are really into statistics and stuff when they do stuff like this, after finishing a daily op, you will be able to see your an operations report which tells you what you did good and how fast you did it and all that kind of stuff. So that is perfectly fine. Daily ops for me are in the meh category right now. I think they could do with a little bit of rework, or yeah, in fact, no, I'm just going to say they could do with a little bit of rework because solo players are having trouble running them, and if you don't have friends like me who don't run it with you because you have no friends, because you're all alone, sat in the distance as you are immediately butt raped by Mr. Gutses with 556 just probing your little booty hole, I can't do them. I'm never going to be able to do them. I barely scraped by on my first one. Yeah, daily ops at the minute, not for me or people who don't have builds or builds have been nerfed. However, the final thing is, I won't say the final thing, I'll probably give a brief little on some other stuff. Legendary perks. Legendary perks are now in the game, and I kind of like them. So obviously, there are 6 slots. If you didn't know this, there are 6 slots of legendary perks starting at level 50. The first one you get is at level 50, and then I believe it is level 75, 100, 150, 200, and 300, if I'm reading this correctly. Now, it does also say if you're already a high level character, they will immediately have access to 1 legendary perk slot for each of the above milestones they've reached. So if you're level 200, you've already got the legendary perks up to that. You've got the slots to put them in. Now, what they have done, which is interesting, but I don't know why they did it, is they've added in a called perk coins. Don't worry, it's not like shitty. It's actually quite interesting. So perk coins are earned by scrapping your unused normal perk cards. So if you have a bunch of perk cards you don't need and you don't want, scrap the hell out of them, okay? Because you will get 2 perk coins per thing, I believe that. So yeah, each perk card you scrap will grant you 2 perk coins per rank. So just scrap away. If you've got a level 3, you've got 6 perk coins right there. So just scrap whatever you need away. So the example they're given, when you scrap a rank 1 perk card, you will receive 2 perk coins. Rank 3 perk coin, you will receive 6 perk coins. It's okay. You can upgrade legendary perks as well. So upgrade them 3 times at the price of 50, 150, 50, 100, and 150 perk coins. Each rank is 2, 3, and 4 respectively. I don't know. At the minute, legendary perks are kind of interesting. I use them, and you can get a legendary perk for your special stats, which is kind of cool. But I really don't know. It just says, though, please note, if your characters are already level 50 plus, this challenge will already be completed for them the next time you log in, and the 50 perk coin rewards will be added to your perks automatically. That is because it says, to help give your perk coin collection a boost, we've added a Become Legendary challenge to the character challenge menu. So basically, if you're level 50, when you sign in, you'll get that, and you get 50 perk coins straight out of the bat, and I have them, and I haven't really used them. But yeah, those are like the 3 main things, and it's kind of good meh. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. However, some little tidbits from this update that are really good. It is now free to fast travel between Foundation and Creator. People have wanted that for a very long time, and they have been like, why are we doing? We should be able to fast travel. So they finally fast traveled that in for free, and it's really cool. Public teams. So there used to be that building team that everybody went on because it gave you the extra boost. That has now become a casual team. It still has the same stuff, but they've removed the other casual one, and it's now building team is just replaced with casual team. And in it, they've also added in the daily ops team, which offers XP bonuses for completing them, which is pretty cool. So if you're on a team and you're doing that, feel free to go ahead and join on the daily ops team to be able to grind out some extra XP. They've also made some things accessible during the world. So, for example, Vault 94 is now accessible during the world exploration in adventure mode and private worlds. And Vault 51, they've actually added a no camp zone around Vault 51's exterior in preparation for future content. Ooh. Now, there is a bunch of other stuff. There's a bunch of bug fixes. They've done some camp stuff, which is really good. So, the ammo converter. So, attempting to sell 40mm grenade rounds no longer results in the transaction failed ever. If you were trying to get rid of a bunch of 40mm, I guess there you go, that's probably a really good way. The one thing that I do like is they fixed the ammo factory glitch that people were using to spam a bunch of ammo factory. And if you've been caught doing that, congratulations, you're banned. But they've now fixed that, which is really great. They haven't removed any of the building glitches as far as I know. This is the thing that people were having a bit of issue when they read this. They thought that the flame trap thing, where you could destroy things with the flame trap and do a bunch of fun glitchy stuff with it, had been fixed. No, okay, it hasn't been fixed. As far as I know, none of the glitches, they're not bugs, the glitches have been fixed to remove any of that fun little glitch building that we could ever do. Merge down still works, floating walls with the doorway still works, all that fun stuff still works, so don't worry about that. They've fixed a bunch of stuff as well, like the communist bunker now has a angled interior instead of a smooth round interior to help put stuff on the walls, and everything that goes on the floor no longer floats. I guess that's a thank you very much, but I mean, it wasn't really needed, though it is a big thing. The exploits that they've fixed: items can no longer be stacked on objects that are in disrepair, so you can't stack stuff on stuff that's been destroyed in your camp. They've fixed an exploit allowing players to build the workshop ammunition factories in their camps. That is the fun one. You can no longer exploit generators, so the camp budget thing that allowed you to exploit generators, no longer in there. They've apparently fixed, and I don't know why this needed fixed, farmable dirt tiles can no longer be replaced by other floor types. Alright, I mean, whatever. And then they've done some other stuff with like the rainwater collector and the lob cavern and the fusion generator. Yeah. There's just a bunch of other stuff. Like I said, I will link the entire thing down below in the description, along with a link to Tia's video. There's a bunch of other stuff that I'm not qualified to talk about, this kind of stuff. There's, you know, user interface fixes, sound fixes, camp fixes, quest and event fixes, all this kind of stuff. So, go read it, go check it, go read the entire thing. Don't just skim read it, because there is a lot of stuff in there that probably has to do with you, or just people you know. So go check that out. And like I said, go check out Tia's video, because he's now doing the video about bloodied builds. But apart from that, you guys know the drill. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. It's been a bit of a long video. And until the next time, stay awesome.